And we welcome to the desk Leo Landis from the Museum and State Historical Building. Good to see you, my friend.
Great to be back.
And of course, everybody getting geared up for politics, and you guys have something going on there. It's pretty cool.
Every 4 years, we'll do a caucus exhibit. Our exhibit this year is called First in the Nation, Shaping Presidential Politics since 1972.
And we have some goodies.
We do. We've got a sample of some of the types of artifacts we have. So a nice 1988 Pat Robertson boater hat.
Oh, I didn't see what it said on the other side.
Yeah, it's a Pat Robertson. He upset then Vice President Bush. Of course, Senator Dole wins in 1988, the Iowa caucus, the Iowa Republican caucus, but Robertson sneaks in and beats
I totally
the man who goes on to be president.
Yeah, notice he has gloves on.
I do. I wear my gloves.
This is original stuff, though, isn't it?
It is. These are. We have the largest publicly held caucus-related collection in the state. We're the People's Museum. So in the exhibit, we've got over 160 objects.
That is great.
So the day after the caucus, you just go through all the dumpsters around town, find the yard signs,
and we try to make connections beforehand. So I was out visiting some offices on Friday.
So you're not dumpster diving, right?
I thought about that for the Walker campaign, and that's no knock on them.
Now, did you get any? Because with this huge field for the Republicans, hopefully you'll have a piece of something from everybody.
We do try to be bipartisan, of course, so that's why I brought a Kerry Thunder Stick from 2004, and we've got a few other
really
things.
a Thunder Stick?
Are
you kidding me? I didn't even know they had those.
That's the earliest one we have in the collection. We've got a few others. There's one in the exhibit from Christopher Dodd. So,
oh my goodness! I didn't know
the 2008 campaign. Yeah,
that is crazy. So, what else can we look forward to finding there?
Well, the caucuses really became a big deal in 1976 when it was President Carter, and this is a good fashion statement. I don't know how well the guys can get in on that. There we go. So, you got some nice plaid pants on those youngsters there.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
President Carter button. And President Carter started coming, he was then Governor Carter of Georgia, comes to Iowa in February of 1975, and he's one of the people that set the tradition of visiting as many counties as he could. Richard Gephardt in '88 is the first one to visit all 99 counties, but President Carter, Governor Carter then goes on to win the caucuses and win the presidency, and people say Iowa really matters.
See, connecting the dots.
Exactly right.
All right, so what's the other one you have here?
Well, and this one's a little bit of a misnomer because it says re-elect President Ford. Yeah. He was never elected.
He was appointed.
That's exactly right. He ascends to the vice presidency, then when President Nixon resigns, he becomes president. But this is part of the 76 campaign materials, too. So we take it from those initial visits. The exhibit looks at the caucus process both historically from 1972 when we became first in the nation to also the process of candidates visiting and interacting with Iowans.
72, which would have been McGovern-Nixon.
McGovern-Nixon, and that campaign was significant too. The Democrats start the First in the Nation caucus because they'd had the upheaval in 1964 in Atlantic City and then even bigger in '68 in Chicago. Iowa Democrats, looking at what the caucus schedule's like, say we've got to put our caucuses very early in the year. McGovern's running against Senator Muskie, and Senator Muskie actually beats him, but Gary Hart, who's the campaign manager for McGovern, says, you know what, we exceeded expectations, and that's one of the themes of the caucuses. If you can exceed expectations, you're going to go forward most likely. And so McGovern loses, but he wins.
That is crazy.
Yeah, spinning even in 1972.
What other goodies? This is such a blast from the past.
Well, you know, people are calling for this candidate, but he's not declared yet. This is his 1988 campaign sticker.
So if you have some old stickers and they're still in your drawer, you can possibly pull them out here.
Yeah, try them out again.
We don't know if Senator or now Vice President Biden's going to run, but
that's
he was
why
Senator
you
Biden.
rid of your leisure suits, because at some point you're going to be wearing them on the air.
Hey, you have them too. Yeah,
reuse a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, so that's a then Senator Joe Biden sticker. And, you know, it's a little sad that, and it could have, you know, helped weed out some of the candidates if we'd had the straw poll. This is a 2007 straw poll pass for media credentials, exactly right. So we talk about the media's role in politics too, and the straw poll actually did, you know, play a function in helping eliminate candidates, whether it be Tim Pawlenty in 2012 or candidates early on too. A good example would be Lamar Alexander. So we've got collections related to both sides of the aisle.
Talk about taking a trip down memory road, man. This is it right here.
Absolutely.
We brought in a couple others for Iowans.
Oh, that's right.
I remember that one.
Senator Harkin declared at his steak fry in 1991, wins the Iowa caucuses, but can't get much traction through the rest of the campaign season. So that's the only caucus where someone who finished in 4th place, because for the most part we do pretty well in Iowa. We've picked the last 2, well, with Governor Bush and then Senator Obama.
Right.
But Bill Clinton finishes 4th in 1992.
I remember that. Big
Come
comeback.
from behind victory in the end.
It's Senator Harkin in Iowa, then Paul Tsongas, then uncommitted, and then Bill Clinton.
When you get beat by uncommitted, usually you say, okay, I'm out, Jerry. Yeah.
Wow.
And we've got some Tsongas things in the collection, too.
But again, just a tip of the iceberg here.
Exactly right.
Now, when can we see all these things?
The exhibit opens Friday. We've got a lot of activities happening beginning Friday morning with
the uncommitted we were just talking about, right?
That's right. Okay. That's right. Friday morning, we've got a program that starts at 7:30 with longtime political commentator David Yebsen, former Des Moines Register reporter, who's going to be in moderating a panel at 7:30. So, and talking about the role of the Iowa caucuses.
Well, even more.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Again, if you're from Iowa, you spent any time in the state during the caucus, if you participated in the caucus whole procedure, this would be something that would really be
Dennis Kucinich has been on this program.
Right, yeah. So very cool. Well, good. Well, thank you for bringing us over, man. Appreciate it so much.
Always a pleasure,
Now, what are
Lou.
the hours that people can go check it out?
Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4:30, Sunday, noon to 4:30. Go to iowahistory.org.
Perfect. Just that simple.